Hello and welcome back. It's time to join our regular resident bookworm, Henry Malt, as he digs deep into the SAA library for another artistic offering. Today's book review is Vibrant Acrylics by Hashim Akib. The cover certainly says it's vibrant and the pictures obviously show that. What's your thoughts on this kind of work?
It's not totally my cup of tea, I'll be honest.
Okay.
And I think if you had one on the wall, you probably wouldn't want to look at it every day.
Yeah.
But that's a personal thing.
Okay.
It's very much in your face. It's very much about colour.
Yeah.
It's almost a book I think that you could have a debate with yourself about.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like it, then clearly you're just almost going to work through it and do the demonstrations. And actually, you know, that's really nice.
Is it like a bit of a Marmite situation, this kind of
I think
thing,
so,
would you
yes.
say?
But that can be a good thing in a book because instead of just saying, oh, I do like that, we were talking about the Hazel Sohn book, saying, I don't know why I like it. I think with this you can have an argument with yourself about, well, would I do that? Would I actually paint on a coloured ground? Would I use vibrant colours and then use broad brush impasto as well? So you're really loading it on.
Yeah.
Or would I do something different? And you land up learning something about yourself without doing it just by following the book.
These kind of paintings for me, and I've seen these paintings in actual life size, and they are huge pictures. And I would guess, this is just me saying this from looking at the smaller versions, that the pictures work better when you see them actual life size, if you like, on the actual canvas rather than actual reduced down in size.
Yeah, that's an interesting point because in fact, yes, the sheer size could well dilute the impact.
Yeah, when you see them, the large canvases from a slight distance, the paintings look fantastic, but reduced down, maybe not working so well possibly.
And to be honest, I don't know whether the book actually makes that point. I suspect it doesn't because I'm not quite sure.
Probably something what maybe would be...
Does it say anywhere in this?
It doesn't mention the sizes, which is what I was actually looking for.
Yeah.
That the paintings are various sizes, but they are quite large. So I would guess that, and of course the texture as well is something that you're never going to produce in a book. The texture of this is really heavy, which adds to the picture.
You can see that it is just by the illustrations, but you don't get that. You don't get that three-dimensional effect.
Okay. If you're summarising this book, then what would you say to this one? I guess it's a difficult one to summarise.
It is actually. I think we should say it's an interesting book.
Yeah.
Interesting can be a word that has many meanings.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's got, in that case, it's got every single one of them.
Excellent. Thanks again. We'll
Cheers,
see you soon. Thanks for that, Henry. Hashim's book is perfect for those wanting to learn more about how they can express themselves using broad brushstrokes and the bold colours of vibrant acrylics. Now it's time to cross over to the other side of the studio and join spellbinding SAA professional artist Sharon Hurst as she shares her top tip for conjuring up a wonderful wash and how an unlikely simple tool can add a touch of magic to your watercolour painting.
Hello, for this little tip here, let me just show you how I would paint a glaze on the wings, and I would like to also demonstrate how to use one of these amazing little things to put veins in. That's just a cocktail stick. So taking a thin, weak mixture of colour, and I've got Prussian blue here and a little bit of quinacridone gold. It's thin, very watered down. I'm going to lay a wash across the top of the wings, and that will glaze them so that you should still be able to see the golden colour plus the green on top. So here we go, straight over the top. You've got to be brave and fearless and very bold for this. Straight across, bring it down, load again, pull it through. And you see how you can see that gold colour still underneath the green. This is what I'm after. Just need to darken these wings down. Now those of you who are floral artists will know this little trick already, but taking the fine point of a cocktail stick, simply with a good bit of pressure, bring it across and through the artwork, and there I'm just laying my veins into the work. And where I've depressed the paper and bruised it, it's going to take on the green colour. And can you see those little veins already starting to appear? It's a tiny bit of magic just for you and me. Look at that. It really works.
Thanks for that great art bite tip there, Sharon. Simple to do, but great for adding fine detail. Now it's time for our regular introducing feature, where we shine our creative spotlight on another great SIA professional artist. Today it's the turn of versatile, award-winning artist and teacher, Clive Riggs. So settle back as we find a little bit more about him and see his top tip for using pure colour to create depth and space.
What I'm going to show you now is a quick demonstration on how to create space using pure colour only. In this case I'm going to use yellow, and the way I'm going to do it is gradually to add its opposite colour. In this case it's going to be violet, to send it into the background. So using the pure colour first, straight out of the tube, I'm going to paint that straight on, make it a bit wetter. So colour straight from the tube is very pure, it's fully saturated, and it will naturally come forward. To send it into the background and therefore create the space, all I do is simply add a touch of violet to neutralise it slightly. So if I then put that next to the pure colour, you can see that it actually naturally goes behind it. I can carry on that process, adding a little more, and it will darken every time, and this will create the space. And as you can see, they do recede into space in a progression. This technique you can use for warm colours only, so yellow, red and orange. Why don't you give it a go?
Okay, it's time for us to take a quick break now, folks, but join us in part 3 when I'll be showing you how to add the final finishing touches to today's animal portrait in the concluding part of today's Try Your Hand At project. See you after the break.